Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk. It's your girl Alvana here on Royal Inspiration. Last time I spoke about friendships and I promised that I'll bring the second part today, but I am going to divert a little bit. I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. See, little Junior was just 11 years old when he was sent to an all-guys boarding school. He was being picked on and bullied because of the size of his skin and because everyone felt like they could beat him. But there was this one senior who took special interest in him and decided to protect him against all bullies. But as the time went by, senior started asking Junior to do things that he didn't really want to do. But there was no saying no because he was the only person that could protect him. So when Senior said, "Let's go take a shower," Junior had no other choice but to say yes. There was nobody he could really report this to because his friends bullied him. The school administration didn't give a damn about his situation. Whenever he went back home, he told his parents, "I want to switch school," but his dad told him he has to face his fears. But his fears was the only guy he could trust was molesting him at school. This one fateful day, Senior told Junior, "Can you come sleep with me because I'm not feeling good? I want you to take care of me." And Junior was like, "Yeah, I can do that. You've been taking care of me." But that night, Senior decided to penetrate from the back, held his mouth so he couldn't scream, so that he couldn't wake people up. And he told him, "Don't worry, it will get better with time." No, it wasn't better with time. Junior hurts and he still hurts. And it's 10 years later, he sees Senior all smiles and acting like nothing happened. But he can't come forward and say anything now because the court of popular opinion will ask him why it took him 10 years to take something. Now let's switch to Mary. Mary was just 19 years old, thought she was in love and everything was good. Dated this guy for a couple of months and felt like she could trust him. One night she went to his place. Yes, it was at night, but she didn't plan to spend the night. She just went to visit because she trusted this guy so much. She didn't know that her no would not be hurt. When she went there, they started doing what people who date do, kissing and romancing and all those kind of things. But then she wanted it to stop. She didn't want to go further. She wasn't prepared for it, but the guy insisted, "Hey, we are dating. At one point we will do this. So why don't we do it now?" She had no strength. She had no energy because this guy was twice as strong as she is, pinned her on the bed and had his way with her. At one point, she had to stop fighting him because she had no strength left in her. She just had to chill and let the guy do it. And then she woke up in the morning and told her friends, but her friends did not believe her because they were dating. So it's not called rape. She had to shut the story down because the court of popular opinion felt like, yeah, why were you at his place at night? Because apparently the mistake of trusting the guy to be at his place was greater than the act of rape, because that's what the court of popular opinion thinks. Now this was only between the friends, like 2 or 3 friends, so she killed the story and was like, "No, I did this. He didn't force me," just because her close friends did not believe her. Now 15 years later, she sees this boyfriend, this ex-boyfriend, and he's all smiles. She can't come forward to say anything now because the court of popular opinion will ask her, "Why did it take you 15 years to come forward?" Let's go to Susan. Susan's story is a little bit different. She had already had sex with this guy a couple of times, but that day she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready for him. But he was like, "We already had sex. There is no difference. I need to have it right now." And she didn't want to, but then she was pinned. And he had his way with her. And she can't complain because everybody would laugh at her. You already had sex with him. So why are you crying? Why is it rape? So she sat quiet and she's still quiet to this day. But it hurts her every time she sees the dude having fun and living happy like nothing happened. But she's hurt inside. Let's talk about Abigail. Abigail was just 7 years old and the mom trusted the church brothers so much. "Oh, your uncle takes care of you. Oh, your uncle buys you gift." But Mama did not know. Mama did not know that whenever she's sleeping, Uncle has this little bungalow. That's what we call a little boy's quarter, a little room in the back. That Uncle would invite little Abigail over there and be like, "Abigail, come. And I want to give you something." When Abigail comes, uncle placed her on his laps and uses his finger to explore private parts, explore parts that he isn't supposed to do. And he tells, and uncle tells her, shh, don't tell anyone. Abigail can't say nothing because mom wouldn't even give her the opportunity to say anything. No, uncle likes you. Mommy doesn't even notice when Abigail is scared, that Abigail is scared of uncle. No, he likes you more than everyone because uncle is a pastor. Now, 18 years later, pastor's still kicking, has 2 kids and a wife, and he's running a church, and he performs miracles. But no, Abigail can't say anything because he has his army of congregation standing behind him. Abigail sees the way he deals with other little kids and wants to say something, wants to help them out, but no, she becomes a bad person, so she has to lock up. Victims. These are victims that nobody want to talk about. These are victims that everybody feels like they can blame them for something that happened to them. These are victims that have no one to talk to, who die with this secretly, who are hurting, who don't trust nobody anymore. These are victims that want to come out and say their story, but because others say their story and they are bad and their reputation is tarnished, they decide to keep quiet and the train continues. Because in the world, once a powerful man, you can't do any wrong. Once a religious person, you can't do any wrong. As the world sees it. These are victims. Thank you. And I wish that you guys would tune in every time to watch Let's Talk. I'm sorry, this story is just kind of got me emotional, but these are true stories. All what I said are true stories that happened, and I've altered the names just so that their identities can be hidden. But these are true stories. Thank you, and keep watching Let's Talk on Royal Inspiration. I am Alvana, signing out.